Hi, it's Hinda and welcome to Cooking Fantasies. This video is part 2 of my delicious and easy to make financiers in 6 different flavors. So if you haven't seen part 1, please go and watch it first. You can find it here and I will also leave the link down in the description box. In the part 1 video is where you will find the recipe and all the instructions you need of how to prepare, bake and flavor your financiers. In this part 2 video, we will be preparing the creams for the filling and our chocolate ganache, and I will be showing you how to garnish your financiers and give you all the information you need to know about how to preserve them. Then again, all the ingredients you're gonna need to make the fillings for these creams we're gonna prepare today, you're gonna find down in the description box in both the grams and cups measurements. Let's get started. And first we're going to start by making our orange and lemon cream for the orange and dark chocolate, lemon and white chocolate financiers. Please don't forget to check the description box for all the measurements with the ingredients we're going to need to prepare the creams. So we're going to start here by making the lemon cream, and this is exactly the very same recipe and instruction you're going to use to make the orange cream also. The only difference is that you're going to substitute orange juice for lemon juice. So in a saucepan, mix the egg yolk with sugar and lemon juice, give them a quick whisk, add the water to the cornstarch to dilute it, then add it to the first mixture. Then place your saucepan on a medium heat and keep stirring continuously until the mixture thickens. As soon as you remove it from the heat, add the butter and keep stirring until all the butter has totally melted. And then allow it to cool on the side till we need it. Now take the very same silicone molds you used to bake your cakes in after you have washed them thoroughly and dried them. Melt your dark chocolate either in a microwave or in a double boiler till it's smooth. Then pour about 1 full tablespoon on each mold. And while the chocolate is still soft, press the cakes back into the molds as if you would put them back where they baked. And you want to add enough chocolate to make sure that it rises and covers the sides when you press the cakes inside. Another solution is to use a brush and cover all the sides of the mold with chocolate before pressing in your cakes. And you do want to go 3 or 4 at the time, not more, because if you wait until you cover all the molds with chocolate before you add in your cakes, the chocolate will have already hardened and you wouldn't get a nice smooth surface. And then I did just exactly the very same thing for white chocolate. I covered the molds with white chocolate, then pressed in my lemon cakes into the white chocolate and make sure that all the sides are covered. Then place it in the fridge until all this chocolate has hardened, and then it's easy to remove them as you see in the video. And all what's left to do now is to fill these little holes in the middle with the creams we have prepared. So with the lemon curd we have just prepared together, I will be adding to the white chocolate and lemon financiers. And like I just told you, you're gonna follow the exact same instructions and recipe to make the orange cream. You're just gonna be using orange juice instead of lemon juice. What you can also do, and is more practical, is use a piping bag to fill in the little spaces with your curd. And then at the end I just sprinkled some dried orange peels on the top of my cakes. And now it's time to prepare the ganache for our chocolate tiger financiers with a chocolate ganache filling. And this is very easy and basic. What we're gonna do is melt the chocolate and the cream either in a microwave or on a very low heat until all the chocolate has totally melted. Then add the unsalted butter, keep stirring until all the butter has melted and the ganache is ready. And to fill our little financiers, you can do it either with a small spoon or even better with a small piping bag. As easy as that are our tiger pattern chocolate financiers ready. And now for these amazingly looking dried apricot and white chocolate marbled financiers, we're gonna use exactly the very same thing we used to flavor the batter. We're gonna use dried apricot that we're gonna cut into small pieces. So again, take the very same silicone mold you used to bake the cakes in, and it is very important that you wash it and dry it thoroughly. And then place about 4 to 5 little pieces of apricot randomly on the bottom and pour white melted chocolate on them. Again, make sure to add enough melted chocolate to cover also the sides. And finally, take the cakes and press them down on the chocolate, and you want to turn them around a few times to make sure that the chocolate rises and the sides get covered. And of course, at the end, place the tray in the fridge until all the chocolate has totally hardened, that you can easily pop out your cakes afterwards. And as you can see with silicone molds, it's very easy to remove them. And if you have extra chocolate on the side, just use your hands or a knife to trim it out while the chocolate is still hard. And finally, let's garnish our raspberry and pistachio financiers. And by the way, this combination of flavors with the amazing texture of the financiers is just a mouthful of heaven. So here we're gonna melt the white chocolate, fill the little spaces in the middle, and add the pistachios while the chocolate is still soft so that they set. And I would recommend you to roast your crushed pistachio either in a hot oven for 5 minutes or in a hot pan without oil for a couple of minutes. This way they will stay more fresh, crunchy, and taste even better. What I would also suggest is to allow your financiers to sit for 1 to 2 hours in the fridge before enjoying them. This will allow the chocolate to set and for the flavors to infuse. Also, you can freeze your financiers without any problems in an airtight container for up to a month, and you just have to take them out of the freezer as early as 4 hours before serving them. I would also like to mention that room temperature financiers and right out of the fridge taste slightly different, but the texture is quite different. So I would suggest you to try both and decide for yourself which ones do you prefer. I thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. If you still have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me down in the comment section and I will answer you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you soon with a new baking recipe, and happy baking!